My name is Giovanni Galvin, and the business is at the Thrift Messiah.
The Thrift Messiah?
Yes, sir, at the Thrift Messiah.
So how long have you been doing this?
Been doing it for like roughly, almost 2 years now? I think it's like a year and a half, almost two, I think.
Almost 2 years?
Almost 2 years, yeah.
Tell me about the first time you thrift, before it was actually.
The first time I ever went thrifting, that's what you mean?
Yeah, like the first time you went thrifting, before it was for Thrift Messiah.
The first time I went, I think it was like in high school. I think it was one of my friends. But we went to we went at Berkeley. We went at Berkeley, right? And we were just hitting a bunch of Goodwills, this and that. And at first it was just just me buying personal stuff like that. I saw him see how it was, just trying to get some drip for the low. Because, I was broke back in high school. For real. And, just wanted to get some clothes for myself. And, yeah. It literally went from me buying for my personal stuff to this now. The whole, business.
So, what part of it, when you were thrifting, as a broke high school student, how you worded it, did you realize, I can make this into something?
I mean, it wasn't until a year after, once I was at DVC. I think I went thrifting again with my friend, the same friend. And then we went, and then I think I just posted stuff on my IG story just to see oh, this is my haul, your day of thrifting. And then I think it was, who it was? David. David hit me up. He was like, hey, would you sell that Nike jacket? And I was like, and then someone else hit me up, and then someone else. I think 4 people were asking for the jacket, and I was just like, dang, I guess and I was just I think I sold it for $20, and I paid $15 for everything. So I made $5 profit, and I gotta keep everything for myself. And I was just I was like, damn, I could really make some a little bit of side cash with this. So I just kind of kept on doing it, and it kind of just turned into. Honestly, I didn't even try to make it into a business. It just happened.
It just happened.
It really just happened.
And then so you just said it just happened, and then but when you do this, when you wake up, is it something you look forward to? Is it
Bro, I'm looking forward to the next day already. I'm already looking forward to the next Wednesday. Yeah, I'm always whenever it's Saturday, I'm juiced as fuck for fucking Sundays because it's the flea market,
All right, take me through a Saturday. How does it look?
So for a Saturday,
you wake up.
Saturday, let's say Saturday.
For morning.
So Saturday, wake up in the morning, early. You try to start, I was gonna say 6, but that's a lie. At 8. Let's say wake up at 8, do my thing, eat breakfast, then after that, get ready for the day. We drive out to Oakland, California. You feel me? We hit the bins from 9 to 4, 9 to 3, and then we come back here, and we set up the shop, and we get ready for people to come through, and we just just do that every day. Just source, go out in the morning, and then come back at the shop, and then post it on my IG and stuff like that.
And then when you be posting it on your IG, is this on your story, or is it as a post, or do you just try to do everything?
I try to do everything. I try to post it on my story because people, when I post it on my story, it's people that want the first dibs, so they get to see what I find once I'm in the trenches. When I'm still in the trenches, honestly. And then when I post it on my IG, it's just once I get home, post the better stuff. But on my story, it's always I'm always posting on my story every day, so I'm basically always sourcing every day. So yeah, when I post on my story, it's live in the trenches, really.
And then where do you post throughout? Where? So you say you source all your stuff, and then you come and organize everything. Mm-hmm. But where do you be posting everything? Do you use?
Man, post it on Instagram, obviously, at the Thrift Messiah, and then also let me get the sign real quick. I'll be back. Okay. So right here, the IG at the Thrift Messiah, and then on Depop as well at Thrift with Geo. Right here, Thrift with Geo. And then what else do I post? I put a little bit on OfferUp, Facebook Market. Honestly, everything and anything, to be honest. As many platforms as I can, but mainly on IG and on Depop right here.
Mm-hmm. Took me throughout your day. What do you think's next for this whole business right now? How by the B-roll shots of it, we see you're in the garage, you're in the trenches. It's still upcoming. What's next for it? Honestly, what's your goal? What's your vision for this?
What's next right now? Well, obviously right now it's doing more events. I'm just trying to do more events, get my name out there, and just trying to expand, and hopefully one day, just have a little, not even a little shop, to have a big ass shop. Honestly, just to have a big ass a vintage shop with sneakers, with everything. Honestly, not even just a shop, but also a spot for the homies just to come and chill.
So you said events. What do these events be like?
So these are
for the people who don't know exactly.
So basically, these events are vintage flea markets or whatever. So it's a flea market, but just for vintage curation. So it's vintage clothes, shoes, little knickknacks, all that type of stuff. So just imagine a big old market, but with just all vintage, a bunch of vendors. That's what I do basically on the weekends as well.
So you said you want to put this as a big business at the end, a big shop.
Yep,
You're
exactly.
thinking do you have a timeline on it, or are you just riding the journey?
Honestly, I wanna try to get a little shop or a little spot. Honestly, but By next year. No. Okay. So I want to at least by the time I'm 21, I want to have my own little shop. I mean, I kind of already do, but you know, I want to have like a little spot, you know, established somewhere. You know, maybe like
So
in
in
the
a year.
925 area, something like that.
So
yeah.
like in a year.
In a year, yeah.
So like 2022. Like
Yeah,
by the start of
yeah,
2022,
exactly, yeah.
or by like the beginnings, you want to have a shop.
Yeah, like a
something,
little shop,
something that's a shop. It don't have to be
yeah,
too big, too
exactly,
too many,
nothing
but something
crazy. Yeah, just a little shop. Hopefully soon.
So, how we said you want to have a shop. That's the end goal.
Yep.
We've talked about all the good things that's come with this. Tell us like the little, you know, everything has its pros and cons. Well, what do you see as this as your business? Like, what are your cons? Like when you go like to the like bins and everything. Like, what don't you like about it? Because there's always something.
Yeah, there's always cons. Honestly, the one. I mean, I just don't hate it necessarily, but it's just like when you have like your own business with anything, it's like you're always clocked in, honestly. So you're always thinking about like what's next. Because honestly, whenever you do work for like your business, you're never done. Honestly, you could always do more. So it's like, I don't hate it, but it's just like it's like kind of overwhelming sometimes because it's just like you have so much to do. You're always thinking about your business, so it's like you're never off the clock. But I mean, I love it at the same time because it's something I love. So you know.
What's the maniest thrift find that you've ever had?
Maniest thrift
like
find that I've
you
ever
went
had?
to the bins or you went to one of the trench spots.
Oh, actually,
and you like
okay,
you just shit yourself. You just
okay. So actually, it's so it was a pair of I can bring him down if you want to.
Yeah,
Fuck
go for it.
Back. So we can do.
So what are those for the non-sneakerheads?
Alright, so these are a pair of 2004 Celtic Dunks, or just green Dunks, but these is probably the craziest. I'm out of breath. Hold on. Going down the stairs, but this is probably my craziest find. Honestly, it's like these go for like. Cause what's it called? Virgil made a off-white pair of these, so like these have skyrocketed a little bit, but the price is like probably selling for like $200 to $400 maybe, and like in a used condition from 04. And I think I paid like $5 at the flea market.
$5 for something worth over almost $300.
Exactly. Yep.
And why do you
probably won't never sell these honestly because I love the color green.
I was gonna ask you that. Why do you still have them in?
No, honestly, I'm never gonna sell these honestly because my favorite color and they're my size, so I think it was meant to be.
Just solo personal pair.
Yeah, personal pair.
So how you talking about personal pairs? How many times do you like when you find something that you go out to get and like because at the end of the day like as we can see from the outfit and everything like you're into this like vintage
sure.
like it's not like just like like I'm profiting off of this. It's like something that you're ingrained with the culture. So like how many times throughout the week do you see yourself like finding something and then you be thinking about like keeping it for yourself how you just did right there?
That's literally every day, honestly. I'm always like I want to keep it, but I'm like you have so much shit already, or like you gotta sell this. It's like honestly, it's always a battle every day. That's another con. Honestly, thinking about it, it's just like whenever you find shit and like, cause I always find larges or XL, cause that's like the most common size, and that's my size. So it's just like I'm always just like, damn, like I have to sell this, but I want to keep it. So it's every day. Every day I'm always finding stuff that I want to keep, but I gotta sell, cause I gotta support myself as a business.
I mean, I think honestly, at the end of the day, all of this is yours, like all the everything. Sure. So it's just like it's out of your closet basically. Whenever honestly, someone gives you a good price, it's theirs basically.
Exactly. Honestly, most of the time I wear this stuff before I sell it. So I'll give it a few wears.
I mean, isn't that vintage clothing actually?
Exactly. That's how it is. Exactly. So who's gonna know?
Who's gonna know?
But yeah.
Who's gonna know? It's like, man. Alright, so we were talking about like the pros and cons, all of this and everything. You know how I said like there's ups and downs. So like there's a business side to this because at the end of the day like you're not doing this for free, like you have to make profit, like there's shit to pay, like there's like bills to pay, like electricity and shit, like. So was there any times that like you didn't make profit and like it was just like hard on you, like you were like discouraged, like you were like I really don't want to do this no more? Like walk us through that, and like if so, like what'd you do to it to like get out of it, honestly?
So honestly, like where I felt most discouraged was trying to start my Depop, trying to get it off the ground, because the hardest thing with Depop is just trying to grow like a following and stuff like that. And like at first when I was posting things on Depop, nothing was selling, and I just had it like sitting there for weeks and weeks. And then when I did finally sell something, I think I just lost money just trying to get a review, and I was just like, it honestly was really discouraging because it's like, dang, I'm trying to do this like full time, hopefully, and I'm losing money. Obviously I gotta make money, and I was like barely breaking even or losing money, and I don't know, just honestly, just the passion for it was kept me just the passion for this just kept me going, honestly, because I knew I wanted to do this, you know, like in the future, you know, as like a full-time job. So I was like, I know like there's gonna be rough times, and I'm gonna have to overcome this. So I just kept on grinding, and you know, like just started posting more, you know, started getting, you know, like thinking of better ideas, you know, like better backgrounds, better pictures, you know, how to make, you know, how to stand out, this and that, and I finally got through that, and then now we're at what, like 500 sales, I think.
So you're saying sales? Consistency is basically
consistency, just to keep on trying, because honestly, like you gotta start somewhere, and obviously when you start, you don't like have like an audience, you know, you don't have this and that, so you gotta start from the bottom up, honestly, from the bottom up, and it's just trying and trying, it just trial and error, just to see what works and what doesn't.
So, how I was saying, like, this interview is probably over like 10 minutes, so let's keep it raw. Like, what's one tip you could give these youngins that I feel like I have as an audience, because I have a lot of people in high school that follow me and everything. Like, what's one tip you could give them related to thrifting or not related? Maybe this sparks their interest. Maybe like this weekend, like some 15-year-old goes out and like starts thrifting. Honestly, like, what's one tip you could give them? It doesn't have to be thrift related. So what'd you think?
Honestly, consistency is key. It just keep on doing it, never give up. Like, honestly, as bad as it gets, or as discouraged as you get from, you know, doing whatever you want to do with the business or with thrifting, it's just, you just gotta keep on doing it, because you know there will be better days. You know, there's gonna be some days where, you know, like let's say for instance for thrifting, there'll be days where I don't find shit and I'm just like so discouraged. I'll go in there, you know, like from 9 to 5 I don't find anything, and you know, honestly, the next day you just gotta wake up and it's a new day. You just gotta try it again. Just keep on trying, cause so much shit, and you know, just make one video, and honestly, if that one video hits, you know.
So just one thing.
Yeah, just one thing. Honestly,
it doesn't have to be fully related to thrifting. It's just like honestly, if you have music or something.
You make music, all you need is one song to hit. Just keep on doing, because you know that one song or that one video is gonna, you know.
So it's the same thing. Like exactly. It's just like when you're upcoming, like it's just one. You just gotta be the Bobby Schmurder or the hot boy. Just one hot boy.
I guess you just need like whenever you like. I guess you just need one opportunity. I guess.
Yeah, one opportunity into the right thing.
Yeah, because one opportunity. When you see the opportunity, you gotta like.
You gotta seize the moment, bro.
Seize the moment.
All right, so we talked about everything we need to talk about. All the shit going on with Thrift Messiah. Where can the people find you at again?
You can find me at the Thrift Messiah, and on Depop at Thrift with Gio. And thank you for having me, bro.
All right, who we film with?
At Savage Visuals. I know what I'm trying.
I'm about to put this shit in the bloopers.
I know how to say this. It's like all you need is one what? What am I like one person to notice you? Is what I'm trying to say? I think, or like one.
All you need is like.
Or no, bro. It's because I seen.
What? Go for it. Go for it.
Oh, I have it. It's like it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so inspirational.
Go for it. Go.
I know I have it. I can't word it out. Like, damn, this nigga's hella wise and shit. I'm trying to sound hella wise.
Pull out the fucking SpongeBob, the bubble.
trying to sound hella wise.
I'll pull out the hookah, bro.
But one day you just need, honestly, you just need like. You just need one. This is when I'm stuck again. I was doing good. Honestly, I'm not gonna even try to say it anymore. You just need.